the enigmatic dance of the heart, that most complex of human endeavors, where emotions waltz through a ballroom of uncertainty. Ever heard of mixed signals? You see, life is but a series of interconnected stories, and today I shall regale you with a tale that concerns itself with those subtle, often confounding signals that one might receive from someone with an avoidant attachment style. Yes, the title of our little adventure, How to Respond When an Avoidant Sends Mixed Signals, suggests a journey through the labyrinth of human connection, a journey that I promise will be as enlightening as it is entertaining. Imagine, if you will, standing at the edge of a forest. This forest is not one made of trees and leaves, but rather a complex network of emotions and intentions. Now, at the heart of this forest is the avoidant, that elusive creature, skittish at the best of times, often sending out signals that seem as mixed as a bag of jelly beans. To those who've dabbled in the delicate art of relationships, this may sound all too familiar. Our story begins with a character we'll call Oliver. Oliver is a master of mixed signals, an artist of ambiguity, if you will. He's the kind of person who might say, "I enjoy spending time with you," while simultaneously retreating into a shell of solitude that would make a hermit crab proud. It's not that Oliver is intentionally misleading. Rather, he is a product of his own intricate psychology. Like an iceberg, what you see is only a fraction of his true self, the rest submerged beneath the icy waters of his fears and insecurities. And therein lies the beauty and frustration of dealing with someone like Oliver. To understand him, one must delve beneath the surface, peel back the layers, and navigate the murky depths of his emotional sea. Consider the time Oliver met Clara, a woman with an open heart and an eagerness to connect. Their first encounter was a dance of delightful rapport. Oliver, with his charming wit and mysterious allure, captivated Clara. Yet, as days turned into weeks, his signals grew increasingly mixed. One moment he was present, engaged, and the next he seemed distant, as if his mind had wandered to another realm entirely. Clara, bewildered by this perplexing behavior, sought counsel from her wise old grandmother. "Ah, my dear," her grandmother said, "life is like a tapestry. Each thread tells a story, and sometimes the threads get tangled. With patience and understanding, you can learn to untangle them." And so Clara embarked on a quest to understand the enigma that was Oliver. You see, dear listeners, an avoidant attachment style is often forged in the fires of early experiences. Perhaps Oliver, as a child, learned that vulnerability could lead to hurt. Perhaps he discovered that love was something that could be withdrawn, like a tide receding from the shore. Whatever the cause, it left him with a desire for connection, tempered by an overwhelming fear of intimacy. To respond effectively to avoidant mixed signals, one must first cultivate empathy. Step into their shoes, not to become them, but to understand them. It's like learning a new language, one of subtlety and nuance. The key is to listen, not just with your ears, but with your heart. Recognize that when Oliver pulls away, he is not necessarily rejecting Clara. He is merely attempting to protect himself from perceived threats. Think of it as approaching a wild animal. If you charge forward with reckless abandon, you are likely to scare it away. But if you approach slowly, with patience and respect, you might earn its trust. Similarly, Clara learned to give Oliver space, to allow him the freedom to come to her on his terms. She learned to communicate openly, expressing her feelings without demanding reciprocation. One evening, as they strolled along a moonlit path, Clara turned to Oliver and said, "I value our time together, but I also understand if you need space. Just know that I'm here when you're ready." It was a simple statement, yet it spoke volumes. It acknowledged Oliver's need for autonomy while reaffirming her own commitment to the relationship. Oliver, though initially hesitant, began to see that Clara's intentions were genuine. Slowly, he started to open up, like a flower unfurling its petals to the sun. Their relationship became a delicate balance of give and take, like a seesaw that required constant adjustments to remain in harmony. Yet the path was not without its challenges. There were times when Oliver's old habits resurfaced, when he would retreat into his shell without warning. During these moments, Clara learned to remain calm, to resist the urge to chase after him. She understood that pressing him for answers would only drive him further away. In moments of doubt, Clara found solace in her grandmother's words that life's tapestry, though tangled, could be woven into something beautiful. She embraced uncertainty as an integral part of their journey, knowing that love is not about possessing another, but about sharing in their experience. As you navigate your own relationships with those who send mixed signals, remember that the story is not just about them, but about you as well. It's about your ability to remain grounded in the face of ambiguity, to find strength in vulnerability, and to grow through the challenges that arise. So, when faced with the enigmatic signals of an avoidant, take a step back and breathe. Consider the possibility that their behavior is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a reflection of their own inner struggles. Approach them with compassion, for it is compassion that bridges the gap between two souls. And if, like Clara, you find yourself standing on the edge of that forest, remember that every step you take is a step towards understanding. The path may be winding, but it is also rich with discovery. Each twist and turn offers an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to deepen your connection with the one you cherish. In the end, dear listeners, the art of responding to mixed signals lies not in deciphering the message, but in embracing the journey itself. It is a dance of patience and understanding, a symphony of empathy and love. And as you dance through the forest of emotions, may you find the courage to open your heart to the magic of connection. For it is in those moments of vulnerability, when the heart is laid bare, that true intimacy is born. It is in the quiet spaces where words are not needed that the soul speaks its truth. And it is in the gentle embrace of understanding that love finds its way, weaving a tapestry of connection that is as enduring as it is beautiful. As our tale draws to a close, remember that the story of love is ever evolving, a masterpiece in progress. And though the signals may be mixed, the heart, when guided by empathy and understanding, will always find its way home.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.